Hey, it's mid-August and the rinks are getting ready for the fall season. We've got some opportunities to skate coming up. I want to make sure everybody's aware of what's going on. So the Monday night 50 plus draft league from the Flint Lapeer Old Timers Hockey Club. The registration's open on the Crystal Fieldhouse website. I think it's 418 per player, 25 games, same playoff scheme as last year. Who was it that won last year? Oh, yeah, Gears Beer Hockey. Yeah. And speaking of that, summer season, we've played 11 games in the summer. And I just want to point out that Gears Beer Hockey has only had 16 goals scored against in 11 games. The next closest is at least 10 goals more. So good job, guys. We have a big, epic game next Monday night. Gears Beer is playing Phantom, Dan Clemens and company. They beat us once. Dan wasn't there when they beat us 2-0. I always have a minimum goal for goals on our team. It's like score at least 4 goals, boys and girl. We have Denise on there. You know, generally, if you can score 4 goals, you need to score at least 4 goals to win in this league because they can go either way. It's crazy. Especially with the draft leagues. I was talking to Eric Lemieux earlier today, and he was surprised on, they started their draft league on Sunday nights, 30 and over. And he said he was really worried at first because somebody was up like 7-1, and the next thing you know, it was tied. I mean, it was crazy. It's like the parity when you get into a draft league really shows up. So it makes it a lot of fun, and being able to skate with different people, get to know more of the hockey community is a lot of fun. So anyhow, I'm looking forward to next Monday night, 10 o'clock, Gears Beer versus Phantom. Uh, if Lockhart wins, Lockhart has the first game against Goyette. If they beat Goyette, they will have one more point than us. If we beat Phantom, assuming we beat Phantom, we'll win the summer season. But if Phantom wins, we'll be tied in points with Phantom, but because Phantom beat us once, they'll be the champs. But if Lockhart wins and Phantom wins, Lockhart will win the season. So anyhow, we have 3 different teams in the running for the summer season, and summer's different. It's just for fun, but it's always more fun to win, and then beer tastes so much better. All right, so enough of that happy nonsense. So summer's wrapping up. I've been talking to Petty and Art and some people about trying to do something between the summer and the fall, get some skates going. I don't know if that's going to happen. But there's some other things happening. Some new leagues, another new league. So Rory Sayers and a few other guys have set up a nonprofit actually to run the whole league. It's the Flint Arrows Hockey Club, and they have a full draft league at this point with the waiting list for Tuesday nights at Dort Event Center. The only thing Rory said they need is a scorekeeper. So, man, he's got more money budgeted for the scorekeeper than what I ever paid. So, anyhow, so that's good. So that's an opportunity for somebody. So that's going on Tuesday nights. Wednesday nights, our drop-in at 3 p.m. Thanks, Jim Devine, for running the drop-in for the last decade. We haven't seen him in 3 years, but so it's the Jim Devine drop-in at 3 p.m. It looks like that's going to get killed because from what I'm hearing, I haven't heard anything directly, but it sounds like we're going to be able to put together a 60 and over draft league for Wednesday afternoon. I'm kind of bumming about that in a way. The league is fun. I like playing league play, but you get half as much ice time and half as much exercise in a game versus drop in. It's just the nature of the way the ice is managed. When the drop in, you don't have all the whistles and the face-offs and the breaks and I'll show you a post. I'll link up to a post that shows my Apple Watch that I wear when I skate and keeps track of my shifts, amount of ice time, and my heart rate, and all that kind of happy nonsense. So anyhow, it's looking like we're going to have 4 teams, 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock games, something like that, for Wednesday afternoon. And then, of course, the rink does their Wednesday night and Thursday night, 35 and over. This Sunday, we have an organizational meeting for the Sunday Early League that I started in 2015, the Eclectic Hockey League. It's probably going to be rebranded. It'll just be a rink league. But I've stepped back. 10 years was enough. Daryl's going to run it, and the team managers are getting together this Sunday. I'm going to pop in and make sure if there's some way I can help them keep it going. But that is starting, up for the fall season. Sunday afternoon, I mentioned Eric Lemieux at the 810 Sports Complex, also known Iceland. They have a 30-plus draft league. They did 4 teams last year. They'll expand to 6 teams if they get enough interest. Their games are at 5:45 and 6:45. It's 30 and over, but it is a draft. At $4.50 per player, includes beer. So there's a link in my post that I'll share. If you go to 810 Sports Complex, you'll find it over there. I think that's it. The only other thing I want to do is settle a bet. So last Monday night, we scored a goal, and Tom Murray on my team saw the puck go in the net, skated to center ice, and it's like, what? They're having a face-off in the corner. Well, we scored on my buddy Charles Partridge, who he has a hockey channel, Cooper Goalie. He wears all the vintage gear, really cool guy, and he videotapes. So he's got a little GoPro in the net. So in the bar for the after game reviews, we were sitting there talking, and Tom says, "I'll bet you $100 to $1 that was a goal." And Charles said, "I'll check the video, and one way or another I'll show you." So anyhow, I watch the clip and you'll see. So that's all I've got for the hockey update. Oh, the only other is drop-in hockey is organized through perfectskate.com. It's the time of year where everybody starts getting back to skating. Everybody's going to be looking for ice time. I'm going to try and set up some Friday nights. I haven't stuck a pin in it yet, but if you're interested in organizing a sheet and running some sheets, it's easy to get signed up, start building your list, and run it. Trust me, 10 years of work went into perfectskate.com. It's dialed in to make it super easy to run a sheet of ice. So I encourage you to do that. If you have any questions, just reach out. And with that, watch the clip, and peace and love. We'll see you.
I see.